I found a love letter in my grandmother's old diary, addressed to my fiancé's grandfather. It started with an old, dusty box in my grandmother's attic. I wasn't looking for secrets. I wasn't even looking for anything important. Just memories. Stories from a life that had ended too soon. But then, I found it. A diary, wrapped in silk, tucked away like a forgotten treasure. And inside, a letter. At first, I thought it was just another page in her story until I saw the name. The name of the man the letter was meant for. A name I knew all too well, because that name belonged to my fiancé's grandfather. My hands shook as I read it. The words were raw, filled with a kind of love that felt forbidden, desperate, a love that wasn't supposed to exist. I will always love you, even if the world tells us we cannot be. My grandmother wrote those words to his grandfather, decades before I was even born, before my fiancé and I had ever met, before fate or coincidence brought us together. I stared at the letter, my heart pounding. What did this mean? That they had been in love once? That our families had a history neither of us knew? That maybe, just maybe, we weren't the first chapter in this story? I spent the next few days in a haze, torn between telling my fiancé and keeping it to myself. Because how do you bring something like this up? Hey, funny story, our grandparents might have been soulmates before history rewrote their ending. Would it change how he saw our love? Would it make him question everything, the way I suddenly was? But love isn't just about the past. It's about choices, about the moments we decide who we are, despite what came before us. So I finally told him. I showed him the letter, watched his face as he read it, saw the same shock, the same wonder, the same weight settle over him. And then he did something I didn't expect. He smiled. Maybe, he said, this is the universe giving them a second chance, through us. And just like that, the past wasn't a ghost haunting us. It was a thread connecting us. A reminder that love, real love, doesn't just disappear. Sometimes it finds a way back, even if it takes generations to do so.